Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to continue Beyonce's album cycle with her third album, I Am Sasha Fierce. Let me explain, because this album came in an era where alter egos were a thing. Justin Timberlake showcased the year prior, and Mariah Carey did it in 2005. Beyonce wanted a slice of this alter ego pie, so introducing Sasha Fierce, a bouncy, aggressive, and more importantly, a diva. How aggressive Sasha Fierce can be? Let's find out. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Also, I've started a Patreon account. On here you get more copyrighted material, and they'll be uploaded 48 hours prior to YouTube. If you want to support or visit, link is in the description. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Before I begin, I just want to say this album was structured kind of strange. This being a double album with 11 total tracks. Why couldn't y'all just make this a single album? But anyway, the first half is the I Am part, where it's pretty much Beyonce standards. I'm gonna call it like I see it. This is a cover song originally sung by BC Jean. This was supposed to be her song alone, but her label thought it wouldn't be a hit. The song somehow landed in the hands of Beyonce. She recorded this and released it as a co-lead single. And I didn't like it, and it boils down to the content. I don't mind the gender flip with Beyonce telling listeners all the things she would do if she was a male. It's lighthearted on throwing whatever and drinking beers with the guys. But then Beyonce says she'll turn off her phone and says she'll cheat because men are cheaters. And again, it's the assumption of cheating. And the sad thing about it, the production's really good. What a waste. One of the more recognizable songs on the album, there are some things that I like. The content, which is an appreciation for her man. Lyrics being written by One Republic frontman Ryan Tedder. Like with If I Were a Boy, Beyonce wasn't the intended target for this song. Kelly Clarkson and Leona Lewis were the original prospects for this song, but Beyonce landed it. Production isn't the strongest here with the bass and the clap, as it felt like it was built for the radio, and it gave us this memeable moment. But you know, I'll take it. But I don't get why her video for this song is the highest on YouTube and our only one in the billion view club as of the making of this video. Here's a deep cut that isn't well known in the Beehive universe, and it's one that I really like. Beyonce is dealing with a broken relationship where both parties weren't in tune with the relationship. They want to love to be there, but it's just out of reach. Adding on to a really good vocal performance, I love how her vocals were layered during the chorus and the production, and we have another well-rounded deep cut. If you haven't heard it, or if you've forgotten it, please check it out. Another song that's more recognizable than you think, and this was deemed as a fan favorite where Beyonce is concerned with love. And yes, it has its rewards, but it has its risks, and Beyonce is very concerned about those risks, as she doesn't want to become that broken-hearted girl. Add a great piano string arrangement, this is another good song on the album. You would think that this song is an operatic cover composed by Franz Schubert, but this is not. Beyonce reworked the song and changed some of the lyrics. Now, from what I said, the original Ave Maria is about Virgin Mary, but Beyonce flipped it into a love song. And I'm kind of baffled with this one. I don't think Beyonce is bad here, but something's amiss and I can't identify it. Thus, I'm split in. Part 1 of this review comes to a close. Beyonce closes with a guitar ballad highlighting the importance of communication in a relationship. Other than that, there's not much to this one. This song kind of comes off as a filler, but I don't think it's that bad, but I was kind of bored with this one. Now we're on to disc 2, where she introduces us to Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce puts on herself front and center with the most recognizable song on the album. Now when I was younger, I thought this song was overrated then, and now that I'm older, I still think it's overrated now. Not keen on the production with a bunch of weird sounds, and the content is kind of useless, as this is supposed to be a women empowerment anthem for the singles, but I do think this song suffers from the video. The video is very iconic, but because of its icon status, it overshadows the song itself, and that might be the real reason why it holds back for me. I'm starting to get suspicious that this album is pop heavy instead of R&B, because this song sounds like it's chasing that pop dance club sound, as the song is basically Beyonce expressing her love for the radio stations and blowing them up. That sounds like a passable song, but then the third verse comes in and ruins the song for me, where Beyonce does the whole up and the trunk thing. And that saddens me because the song could have worked. But you want to know a song that don't work? Diva is one of my least favorite Beyonce songs in general. For one, we're introduced to Beyonce's rapping, and it's another women empowerment anthem, but it's also a self-flex on Beyonce. Then there's the production. The bass had a bit of promise, but everything else sounds like ugh. And is it me, or this production reminds me of A Milli by Lil Wayne, which came out that same year? Now we do get one more redeeming factor, and it was this memeable. But overall, this song sucks. Yeah, I said it. So far, I'm not liking the whole Sasha Fierce alter ego. Hopefully I can get on board with this one, and this is the most I like so far from this portion of the album. It's an electro-pop jam where Beyonce is wondering, is this love can be a sweet dream or one beautiful nightmare? I love how Beyonce says that she's a guilty pleasure that's not going anywhere, and that's how beautiful the dream really is. So with the Sasha Fierce era, I'll take this. Final song on the album, and it's another dance song where Beyonce's being flirty and filming a sex tape on her video phone. This song didn't age that great because video phone was a new technology at the time. Similar to how Email My Heart didn't age that great either by Britney Spears. While I'm here, I might as well talk about the Lady Gaga remix. And I gotta admit, I laughed when I heard Gaga's verse as she tells her man she did so well on her sex tape, he should win an Oscar. Something Gaga herself will win later on in her career. But all in all, she does have good chemistry with Beyonce, and I don't mind this, but it's an odd album closer. Just saying. And that concludes this album review. Am I the only one that thinks that this is a pop album more than an R&B album? I must say I liked the first half of the album, but the second half, oof. I would say if it was up to me, I would have had the Sasha Fierce portion at the beginning of the album and leave the ballads for the I Am part at the end. Satellites would have been a perfect album closer. As for a ranking, if it was just the I Am portion, I would have given it an 8 out of 10. But the Sasha Fierce had some of Beyonce's worst tendencies, so therefore this is a 6 out of 10 album. Not bad, but I felt like I should have liked it more. Her next album is 4, a changing of the guard for Beyonce in more ways than one. And that concludes the Sasha Fierce review. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. What are some of your favorite songs from this album? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.